Crystal blessings, everybody. It's Hibiscus Moon with hibiscusmooncrystalacademy.com. And today is kind of a mishmash vlog. I just finished doing my Breaking Bad tribute video. And so I still have my Heisenberg. I'm going to wear this all day. My Breaking Bad earrings, and go to the gym, work out like this, and give prop. And okay, let's talk about this solar pole flip first, because those of you that are in my courses, my certified crystal healer course and my advanced crystal master course, in our last two live Q&A, anyway, a month and a half ago, something like that, we talked about that we were getting ready to go into a solar pole flip, and we are in it now. And almost daily on my Facebook page, I've been updating you all and letting you know about the energies that are coming to us from the sun. The sun gives off solar wind energy normally, but right now in the midst of a solar pole flip, we knew it was going to get very, very active, and it is acting to form right now. M-class solar flares, X-class solar flares, these are extremely strong solar energy. Not all of them are directed at Earth, but some of them are, especially within the last few days, have been. So I have a blog post that I'm constantly referring people to, because they were always asking me, what can you do, what can you do? And I have a little picture of crystals and things that we did in our live Q&A that we talked about. The main thing, and I'm going to put this out there right now, the main thing is to ground. So if it's grounding crystals, grounding foods, grounding activities like earthing, grounding crystal body layouts, whatever you know how to ground yourself with, use that. Extra magnesium helps to ground. Magnesium oil helps to ground. Magnesium containing stones helps us to ground. So whatever you can do to give yourself self-care and ground yourself, that is the best prescription to helping us through. That being said, it's not like we're out there with no protection at all. It's almost as if the sun knows, and it has woven this skirt around itself that my students know all about this, that is helping to protect us from the excess energy, but it's still elevated from where we normally are. So that's why we're feeling the crankiness, the tiredness, the lethargy. If you have autoimmune diseases, those are flaring up. Allergies are flaring up. I am extremely sensitive to this, extremely. And most of us seem to be sensitive. Most of the population is walking around not knowing that the sun's energy has anything to do with this. In addition, and this has been scientifically proven through data. Now, how many scientists want to jump on board and say this is the fact, Jack? That's another story. But if you look at the data, every time we have this high incidence of sunspots spewing stuff, we have earthquake correlation here on Earth. And if you look at the data, there's a correlation there. So if you live in an earthquake zone, please have your kit ready, your preparedness kit, and just be ready. Seatbelts on, guys. Seatbelts on. I'm not trying to put fear out there, because this is nothing to fear. It's nothing we haven't gone through before. Every 11 years, the solar poles flip. Okay? We can totally do this. It's just the more prepared you are, the easier time you have through it. Okay? And that's all I'm trying to do, is put good, positive vibes out there to have you being prepped. All right. So that's that. The other thing was, okay, so this is along those lines. I already had this written down in my to-do today to do this video and talk about this topic. And then, true to form, one of my students, she actually won the contest for doing random acts of kindness on my Facebook page, and I didn't know it was her. And she went into the forum and she asked me a question, and she said, I hope I'm not offending you. And she joked about crystal porn. And on my to-do list said, talk about crystal porn, science porn, physics porn. Because she was talking about somebody who was on Ellen's show the other day and was talking about physics is her porn. And this is exactly what I was going to talk about. And Flora Peterson and I sort of had this conversation back and forth, because she called it crystal porn. And I said, I totally want to talk about this. And can I bring up the fact that you call it crystal porn too? Because I was doing these crystal treasures videos, and it had been brought up before when I was asking people, what should I call these videos? Because that's kind of what I'm going to do here in a second, as you can see. And one of the ideas was crystal porn. And I said, I already thought of that. I totally would call it crystal porn. See, I porn out, not on regular porn. I porn out on physics, science, like that solar pole flip stuff, and of course geology and crystals. And looking at crystals is like crystal porn to me. Going to a gem convention or a gem show is like going to one of those I don't know, porno shows. Oh my gosh, crystal porn. Look at that crystal. Look at how gorgeous. I'm a crystal geek through and through. I'm every kind of geek through and through. You guys know this. Let's get into this. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is a trunk show. I remember hearing about these, like in New York, they would have these trunk shows where it just lasts a little bit of time. You notice I've been selling crystals less and less because I just don't have time, but I still love to do it. I love to buy them and collect them, and then I amass this inventory, and I've been really holding myself back because I have some here that I know were meant for other people. I have my own collection, and I'm adverse to becoming a crystal hoarder. I don't want to have too much, so I need to sell these off before I can dive in and buy more inventory to sell. I'm going to a gem show next month, and we're having a meetup there, a Hibiscus Moon meetup at the West Palm Beach Gem Show, so you can come on over to my Facebook page if you're interested and in the area and would like to do that. And then in February, I'm going to Tucson. So I'm going to be collecting inventory. And when I go to Tucson, I do take special orders. So, but that's not until February. So I need to clear this stuff out. Some things I've had for a little while. So here is our crystal porn or crystal treasures, whatever you prefer to call it, for today. I'm going to go through them quickly. I will probably put them on my Etsy. So if you're not already subscribed to my Etsy page, I think there's nothing in there now. But if you go there, and I'll put a link down below, that you put your email address to get a notification of when I open it up. I will also let you know in my newsletter. So make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter when I open it up. It'll probably be within a week or two. All right, I will open it. I will quickly load everything into Etsy for the inventory. The trunk show will be open. So trunk show is small. It's exclusive. It's an event. All right, so it'll probably be a 2 or 3 day weekend event where you can go in and get stuff, because my inventory is not very big right now. All right, so I want to show you quickly what I have. I have these 2 large pieces of Sugilite. You saw these in another video, okay, with some blue Richterite. And remember, these look better when they are wet and more vibrant, and I showed you in that other video. I have 3 emerald slabs from my emerald video, okay, and I'll probably put the emerald gems in there too, because I had some little gems that could be put into a ring or something. This is an emerald power stone, or palm stone, some people call it. All right, I have a little baggie. I might split this up into 2, not sure, of Veracruz amethyst. This is not looking so hot on the camera. It's very washed out. Not sure why that is. All right, this is Vesuvianite, and let me use my camera here to focus in there so you can see Vesuvianite crystals in matrix. Vesuvianite's great for working with any kind of vein problems. I have 2 chunky, big, perfect red tip point Orlite 23 wands. This is a stockier one with multiple points. This is a longer one. They're perfect red tip points, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I have 2 wonderful, and I'll put more information on these in the Etsy shop. These are lithium quartz, absolutely beautiful. Both of them are double terminated. This is a very stocky, thick one. This one has lots of record keepers on it and barnacle crystals. So very special pieces. You know I go for the really, really special ones. I also have, this is hard to find, this is rhodonite. Yeah, rhodonite crystals in matrix. Looks like some granite schist there that it's in there with, and let me focus in on that so you can see it better. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. Vanadinite. Look at those crystals there. Aren't they gorgeous? And look at the back. The back is like tan crystals. That is a beautiful piece. Okay, and then you guys have seen this one before. Blue lace agate chunk. Really nice and chunky. Okay, I'm not going to bring him up here because he's just too big and heavy. He'll be in the Etsy. I have a big, massive, chunky, clear crystal point. and I've featured him before in another video, but then again, I didn't have him for sale. I think I only had him for sale for like a week, and then I took everything down, and he's been hanging out here and charging up next to my altar for quite a while. He is ready and able to go to someone's home. A beautiful clear quartz piece. He's one of the jumbos, a real big one. So if you're looking for a real special workhorse type crystal to put in the center of a grid, or to just project energy into your healing space, sacred space, living room. All right, here is another nice, this is not as large as the one I was just talking about, but a nice large clear crystal point. I have 4 of these, you know, similar type. They will be on Etsy. Again, I have to go through them and see what their attributes are, and I will list all that in detail. And this one is a little bit taller, a little bit smaller in width, but these are all great for crystal grid center points. So I have 4 of those to go out to you all. Ruby and matrix. This one I've shown off in different videos. So let me see if I can get a little closer to that guy. And that is a really nice, beautiful, intact ruby in matrix there. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, quick vloggy vlog, and I will talk to you all soon. Stay safe, okay, with this solar pole flip stuff. Don't worry about it. No fear. It's all good, and we'll get through it just fine. Okay, namaste. Bye.